Oh, there is a live show. I think I click on that. Ooh. So, and PC don't die.
Well, I've got 7, 8 watching already, so off to a good start.
Yep.
Yes, we are a little bit early tonight. I've brought trying to bring it forward a little bit. We'll get going in a second. I'm just getting everything sorted. I'm going to make sure that let me put my pretty face on. Yeah, there I am. Excellent. Rotate the camera a bit. Right. There we go.
Yeah, there are greetings for you and Angela, but Angela is
Yeah. So, hi, Richard. Hi, Chris. Hello, and welcome to another fun-packed edition of Misfits. So I've got a lot to get through. So I'm just trying to figure it out in my head how best to go on. I did have it all sorted out, but first things first. Angela's no longer part of Misfits now. She's given that up. The situation with the hobbies taking its toll. There was too much. It was causing too much friction. So she sort of left. So that's that. Also, Neil has left with a couple of others now. Neil only said, all I know is that when I got up one morning, he said he'd completely left, and he didn't, because the show wasn't going the way he or we intended it to. I don't know what he means by that. I have messaged him and sort of tried to ask what he means by that, but it appears that he's not talking to me. I really don't know what's gone on there. So Neil has completely left. He's doing his own thing. He's got NHM Paddock. So if you want to follow Neil, if you were solely on this channel because you were watching Neil, then he's got his own channel now. You're more than welcome to stay here and go over there and join his. I'm sure he'd like to have some new members to his group. I don't really know what else to say on that. Well, I wish him well. There's been no rowing or backstabbing or anything like that going on that I'm aware of. and it's just one of those things. So the beginning of the week was a bit in turmoil with everything going on. I didn't know what was I didn't know what was happening.
Sorry,
Yeah.
but I only see my picture on the screen.
Oh right. Okay.
I
That's
don't
okay.
know you.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I should have been on the ball. Should have spotted that.
Maybe
So
me sending, but not you.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's
um,
better.
lost my train of thought now. So yes, I really don't know what. So we had all that going on, and it's been a particularly bad week before that because of one thing or another. I had to go to the funeral of a friend, and it was all very not a very good week. Um, and I'll be honest, I can't remember what day it was, but there was one day I'd priced all my kit up. I'd got it all written down how much everything was, and I was in the process of listing it all, and I was just completely had it with everything. It just seemed that there was so much ill feeling between so many people that it just wasn't worth being involved with. Fortunately, there's some great guys in Misfits, and they convinced me to stay. They didn't actually tell me, we want you to stay. They just pointed out that I was probably being a bit silly on what have you. And I managed to talk to some people in the community and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give this another go, but I'm gonna come at it from a different angle. So we're gonna make some small changes. So the biggest change is that the title Misfits will be gone. Hopefully by the end of this week, the Misfits channel will be no more. It will go back to how it was previously. So this live stream we're in now was always the Sprue Surgeon live stream. I just changed the name to Misfits, and that's why a lot of people had trouble trying to find it because it's listed under Sprue Surgeon. So it's going to drop back to that. Probably after this tonight, I'll start renaming everything. Joe Hammond is doing some brilliant logos for me. So the Sprue Surgeon channel will be back again, and we'll change the Misfits channel and chat will probably just become the Sprue like a waiting room. So we're gonna have it like a hospital type theme. So almost like an ER type setup with Sprue Surgeon. There'll be a waiting room and so on. And that's the plan. Now that's going to take a little while to implement. And Joe's doing a terrific job on the logos. I can't show them yet because they're not ready, but I've had a peek at some of the stuff she's done, and it's really top notch. However, the ethos of the group is going to stay the same. So it's still going to be the same sort of rules. Well, not rules, but guidelines. There'll be no bullying or anything like that. No. So if you've got any a mental illness or anything, don't worry. Nothing's going to change. You're still in the right place, and I hope that all of you will just stay on and carry on. But obviously, if you don't like this direction, then you know, I would understand. So that's the big thing, really. That's the big announcement, that things will change slightly. For most of you, you shouldn't really notice anything. The group builds will stay the same. I have noted that Neil has started his own group build, and it's the Ford Escort, the same as we're doing, and he's offering prizes. So I don't. Our channel can't compete with that. I'm afraid I can offer a small prize for like a token of appreciation, if you like, to the winner. You know, I will try but obviously I have to buy any prizes, and I'm not. We don't have a lot of money, so anyway. So that's the main sort of crux of everything, but also we're not going to be pushing the channel as much. It's not going to be as aggressive in how we try and push it out there to people. Not keep, you know, so we're just going to sit back and do modeling. Basically, that is what it's going to be. Just a lot of the times when you log on, it will be modeling. I'm doing the Airfix live video build at the moment, the 1/24 Spitfire Mark 5B, and I'm surprised that's going down quite well. I really didn't expect it to be as popular as it has, and feedback is good on that at the moment. So that's going to carry on, and if that goes well, there'll be some other ones. We've also got some new administrators and new moderator. We're hoping to take on maybe another couple of moderators as the channel grows. So if you're interested in being a moderator, then let me know, and I can keep your name to one side, and then when things start progressing, I'll know where to come. We've got David Price is now an administrator. Who else, Chris? You're an administrator now, aren't you?
Okay, cool.
I'm sure you are. Did I put you down as an administrator?
I don't know. You know, I don't.
Anyway, listen, new people. So
I was a little time offline. I don't know if you noticed, my PC just crashed again. But I see you over that tablet.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So Chris is on the show now. He's hopefully going to be a permanent addition every Wednesday. So this is his first time. So be nice with him. He's going to be keeping an eye on the chat, and he'll be modeling in the background, as I will be soon. And we shall talk to Chris more in a moment. First of all, we'll go over what I've been working on this week and what Chris has been working on. So I will start with, obviously, our group build is the Ford Escort. I've been doing the Italeri one. I've done the first stage. I've painted the... Oh, mustn't forget. Keep forgetting the blinking camera. So I've done the first stage of the bodywork. Obviously, I've done all the work that needed doing to it, and I've given it I've primed it, and now it's had a coat of 0 diamond white. I love the diamond white finish. I really do. It's a stonking colour.
Yeah,
really
that
like it.
looks really good.
Excellent finish. I mean, it's just flat, flawless.
Just over the webcam, it looks really smooth.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It's come out well. I mean, it's nowhere near ready. It's you can see in parts where it's just not quite enough down. So I think another couple of thin layers, another couple of thin coats, and that's good to go. But yeah, really pleased with how the shell came out. Started doing the internals, floor pan and the rear mud guards and that. Not been as delicate with them as I have been with everything else, because most of this you're not going to see. But having said that, I went over with a brush on some of it and it looks a bit ghastly close up, so I should probably go over that again. That's the floor area. And then I've got the engine. I've done the engine. Let's see if I can bring that up close for a close inspection. And come on.
Don't focus.
There we go. I used, believe it or not, on that, I used burnt jet engine and then polished the hell out of it. And it has come up really nice. So that's the tiny little engine, 1/24th scale this is. So far, okay, no real problems. Just a few bits at the beginning, but nothing more to worry about on that side of things. I ordered my very first piece of aftermarket. I've never actually bought any aftermarket from a store, like a shop. I think I might have bought some aftermarket resin off an ex-friend, but this is the first piece that I've been on, searched out myself. And well, I searched it out myself. An old friend helped me find them, so I didn't even do that actually. And these are the proper Edward seat belts for the Ford Escort for that version. They're actually the ones for that version. So I'm told. They look the business. So they'll be going on, and they're much better than the paint-on seat ones where you just paint them on or stick a decal on. Oh, I don't like them at all. I got these off eBay. I think I paid £5 posted, something like that. Excellent value. So, and of course, the infamous bonnet, which is quite dreadful, but I've managed to sort that all out and it's looking a lot better. So that's my Ford Escort. Now, the other thing I've been working on has been the Airfix 1/24th scale Spitfire. Now, that's all over. The pieces are all over in the spray booth. I'm not going to. Let me see whether I can do this now. Let me just see. Before we go and check with Richard, I've got cameras set up everywhere now, but I just want to see whether I can get it to work. So we're going to drop off of that one. onto that one. And we're going to change microphone to that. Now the microphone might sound a little bit different, does it?
No, it's okay.
Right, so we're over on the mobile camera. Let me just save that. So we're over at the spray booth, and basically I've only got as far as spraying these pieces. So there's the engine. This is 124 spit engine, which according to the color guide, the instruction manual, it's matte black. I need to have a look at some pictures. This is just primer. This is actually Vallejo black primer. I know people knock it, but it goes on beautiful. I really can't see whether it's. Is it in focus? I can't see the laptop.
It's a little bit dark.
Is it? Right.
I mean, it's black, so.
Yeah. Let me see. I can't reach. Bear with me a second. It's all fun and games. Let me use one of these. Right. There we go. Oh, looking out the window. This should be better. So there's the engine.
Yeah, a little bit better. It's black. But it's this nice dull black. I like it from this primer.
Yeah, they've all come out really well. And some of these have got to be sprayed gunmetal. But if you want to see more of that, then you need to. If you want to see more of that, you need to go and have a look at the YouTube channel for Sprue Surgeon, and you can follow the live build there. I try and get 2 or 3 out a week. I was aiming for one every day, but we'll see. Try and get 2 or 3 out every week. When you drop in, there's normally 4 or 5 of a gang in there, and they're really friendly, so they'll talk to you and chat amongst yourselves while we're building. It's great fun, and it's much more relaxed. It's not really a show or a live stream. It's just, well, it is a live stream, obviously, but it's just way more relaxed because I'm just building a Spitfire, and you can come and watch. And I don't know whether you'll learn anything. You'll probably be able to teach me a thing or two. But yeah, that's the thing about it. So with that said, I'm now going to see what Chris has been buying. Have you been buying anything this week, Chris?
Not really. I have just one kit. This is an older kit.
Oh, wow.
It's the Thunderjet from Tamiya. So it's not going to be much building, I suppose. But it's going to be a nice model. Yeah. And it's because of that. It's because of its natural metal finish. So that's why I bought it, because I want to try it. I hope the decals are not that thick, as everyone is talking, because I'm a fresh modeler, so I hope this kit goes well.
Yeah, that looks a nice kit, actually, Chris.
Yeah. And I'm building this Spitfire from Revolve for the 100 RAF group build, which I started on the Misfits side.
Oh, I didn't mention that, did I? I forgot all about that.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I should have mentioned that yeah, indeed, the Airfix Spitfire I'm building is part of Chris's his 100 years of RAF group build.
Right.
I'll let him tell you about the rules and the dates.
Yeah, the rules are simple. Just start a fresh kit. It's from which serviced in the RAF, so from 1918 till today. And we started this month, and it goes until 1st of November. Because of the escort group build, I don't want to make it too tight, so everyone has time to finish his builds. And I'm building not only the Spitfire, I'm also building just a little airfix kit, a fallen net, a trainer. So
Yeah,
nothing special.
yeah, they're quite popular, them kits. I think I've got, or I did have in that.
Yeah, I mean, just from the look at the plastic, it looks good. The decals are cartographed, so I don't expect any problems with them. Yeah, and what I wanted to mention, this Rebel kit, this is a special hobby rebox. So the plastic is really nice. Here and there you have to fill something, and you have to sand, but it's okay.
Yeah,
It's good.
I don't
So
think
that's all from me.
I don't think I've ever built one of those.
Yeah, and I have a lot of Spitfires. This 148, and mostly they are just reboxes. So the older ones. They have though this 132nd scale, this new one, which is a Rival product. One people says they are good, the other one says they are bad. I never looked at them, but
Yeah,
you know how it is.
you never know what to believe. That's the trouble.
Yeah, so that's all from me.
Yeah, so and now what we'll probably do now is just start building and just general chat, I guess. We're not going to there will be stuff that we'll bring into the shows if I get any ideas to try stuff, but generally I think it's just going to be better, less intense. I don't know what everyone else thinks. It's a modeling show, and I think generally we should be modeling now. I don't mean that derogatory at anyone else's show. It's just that's how I see it. Hello, Mr. Bobbington's arrived. So I'm going to now. I've made a hash of this bottom. But I'm going to.
You maybe want to change your camera again to yours.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm only standing. There's nothing special today on my bench.
Yeah, I'm dreadful for this. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, so I can say it.
There we go.
You
So
have
what
me
have we
as
got
your
here? We've got
opinion.
XF. I don't want XF. I want white. But I have got an antique white. So I just want to clean these up And then obviously I need to tidy up around the base and then go over just with a top coat just to keep it all. I'll just use this. I bought this. This is one of the best brushes I ever bought. I can't remember where I got it from. It's a Dale Rowney Graduate Sword. Oh, it's got a lovely texture to it when you paint. Not texture, it's got a lovely feeling to it. And because it's got this sort of sword shape at the end, you can go right up to corners and along straight lines with just this tip, and you just drag it straight over. You get a lovely straight line. It has worn considerably, so it's obviously not as good as it used to be, unfortunately. Which can mean leaving horrible brush strokes. This particular pot of white has had Mr. Leveling Thinner added to it, which is why I tend to put it on a bit thicker. And then the great thing is you put it on a bit thicker and all these brush stroke marks will just melt away in a minute. As it all starts to and you're left with this lovely shiny finish. Which is almost flawless. Probably put it on a bit too thick there. But these are going to sit inside the car, right at the back. And you're not really, well, you will see them if you pick it up and you peer in, you'll see them. But
you have to look really inside of it to see it.
Yeah.
It's not that.
What you've got to be careful of, because this technique works great when you want to paint something by hand, but you don't want any brush strokes. So mixing it with some self-leveling thinner works really well. The trouble is you can put it on too thick. And when you put it on too thick, because it's a curved surface and it's obviously gravity is going to pull the paint down, you end up with a bulbous bit at the bottom, which is not good, because then you've got the trouble of having to remove. There we go. That will do. And then what I have by the side of me here, I have two pots. One is the rather excellent water pot from Citadel for cleaning acrylic off brushes. That's just water in there. And then I've got a Tamiya, empty Tamiya bottle, which I have filled up with cellulose thinner, or you can put whatever you want in. And then for stuff like Tamiya, I just go in and give the brush a clean in there. And then I can't, I thought, no, don't want to ruin that. Let's get me some. Yes, it's still a bit. And the good thing with this is you put the lid on and leave it. And then when you come back, it's all become clear again because all the paint particles have settled to the bottom. So as long as you don't stick your brush in and start swirling it around, you can just place your brush in and gently keep brushing it up against the sides, and it will clean the brush. And then you leave it again, and the next bit all sinks to the bottom. And I keep that there for, I don't know, quite a bit until I think it's at it, and then I'll go and clean it out and put the next lot in. So just an idea for people. What did I do with the destructions for? That's HMS Victory. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm doing HMS Victory as well. Here we are. See if there's anything else I can be getting on with. Right, so HH, what is H? Just double check. Pretty sure that's either black or gunmetal. Oh, it's rubber black. Flat rubber. So that's going to be doesn't actually give.
Angela just said goodbye in the chat.
Oh, right, okay. Where? Sorry, oh there, H. So the seats are going to be black as well by the looks of it. Let me get those out. They've it's going to be almost ready to do the seat belts. I've been considering getting those new nippers. What are they called? Display or something?
I don't. What do you mean?
There's some new sprue cutters out, and everyone that's tried them so far reckons they are
Gundam style from Gundam.
No, they're not. They're let me see if I can find them.
Okay.
And
like
maybe
ridiculously expensive ones for $30-40.
Yeah, I think they are around that region. What is the cattle capital? Disnaey or something like that.
Okay. No, I never heard of them.
Well, apparently, once you've tried them, you will never go back.
Yeah,
Everybody,
I can believe that because I'm an electrician, as you know, and I know what good tools, especially side cutters. You know, there are cheap side cutters for like 10 euros here in Germany, and there are side cutters for 100 euros, and you feel the difference when you work with them all the time. So yeah, I can believe it that they are great.
yeah, I'm just
And
trying.
they can save you a lot of work when you have like a flush cut and you don't have to sand a lot.
Well, yeah, this is it. I saw a review. I think it was with oh, I can't remember. I saw a review anyway, and
Okay.
yeah, you can take stuff off the sprue, and there's no stretching of the plastic or anything like that because
Cuts. It don't chops, it cuts.
yeah, and the thing is, it is a perfectly straight cut. It's not a crimp.
Okay.
Most cutters, I don't know whether these are the same. I mean, these are Zurons, and I thought these were good, but apparently there's
You
even
have the zero ones, yeah? And they are not that good.
no. I've got Zurons. I think they're good.
Okay.
Right. See, that's just more or less. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if that's going to come in.
Yeah, yeah, now, yeah, for a
That's
second.
more or less squashed it a bit.
Yeah, that's not a flush cut.
No. Well, these new ones. They when they cut, it is a dead straight cut,
Okay.
and when you're cutting little tiny bits off, they have a tendency to ping off somewhere.
Right, right, right.
It gets rid of all that. I've got to find the.
Yeah, because there's no tension. Yeah, they can't spring, they can't fly away.
I've got to find the link. Give me just a second. Um, Normally, when you do a search in Google, you can get somewhere near the right name and it will guess it. But
But
D
not today.
DIS is
Wait.
A. I'm sure they're called nippers.
Mm.
Come on, come on. Not having much luck with this. I wonder if it'll be in my.
Did you saw them somewhere in a shop or just a review?
I saw the review on YouTube.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find. Does anyone in chat know what I'm on about? Nobody's put the answer down, have they?
No, I can't see anything.
So Angela's been in and said all the best to one and all, goodbye. So
yeah,
that's that really.
She handed the chat over to me.
Yeah. So you are officially
So thanks, Angela.
our spokesman now.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe nobody else has heard of these. I thought they were quite. Let me just try writing Sprue cutters.
I just tried to Google like 2018 sprue cutters reviews, and they are just only the Zuron ones. So like for special sprue cutters, you know.
I'm going to find them, and they're supposed to be much better than the God Hand ones. Come on. Went too fast then.
Yeah, he is writing someone use clippers and small scissors, small nail scissors. Yeah, for the beginning, it should do the job, but if you move on, you wanna have some good sprue cutters.
Right, let me go into my history. I know they were here earlier.
You don't gonna give up on this.
No, these are because it's frustrating now.
Yeah, I know. Now you want to, you have to. And the cameras, I mean, your camera, your screen is not showing anything else.
Yeah, I know because
And the
I've
people
left it
get
on you because I'm
sad.
currently I am currently search history. No, they're not. Ah, somebody's put it there. Yes, David Cope. Yes. Display. Is that the right? Let me put that in.
Ah, there, I see it. Display, yeah. Is it this?
Display. DSP. ESPIAE. Yes, here they are. Right.
Ah, okay. That's. Ah, they have this circular cutter also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I watched the review for this on
Blade Nipper 2.0.
Genesis models and Flory models as well. So I watched reviews on both of those.
I think you
DSP.
wanna switch over the camera again.
Yeah, I'm about to, but I'm trying to. They're both links to reviews. I want to find a picture that I can show everyone.
Okay.
DSPIAIE. So there is images. There we go. Right, so I'm just going to share my screen briefly.
Okay, 35 euros, that's okay. I thought they are more expensive, like 60 or something. 35 is okay. I know what good tools are.
Yeah, and
They are pricey.
these are supposed to be the unbelievable. I mean, you've got to watch the reviews for them, and they're generally saying that they are. Well, I think they were called game changers. I'm finding it hard to believe that they're so good that you would, immediately think, oh, I'm never using Xerons again or whatever. But they do look nice, as you're about to see. Present to everyone. So I'm going to put you on my screen, and then that's them.
Yeah.
And they come in this lovely presentation box. And they have this nice sort of leather pouch that goes over the end, and they're adjustable as well. I've never seen that on a pair of sprue cutters before.
All right, so they don't bounce against the cutting areas.
There's
so they do dull out. Yeah, that's good.
And yeah, so it's adjustable. Something's adjustable because there's a grub screw in the side you can adjust. Yeah, they just look great. And yes, they do this circular cutter. I don't know what that's about though.
So when you like to make your own masks, for example, roundels, British roundels, you can.
Oh right. Oh yeah. Okay. I never thought of that.
A big paper sheet of masking tape from Tamiya.
Yeah.
In I don't know A4 or like I don't know which size it is. So you can cut circular shapes out of this, like perfect circular shapes, and that's not easy.
Yeah. So
some kind of masks, I don't know. There are many uses for them.
And also, while I remember, these are in, I think I saw these in, was it not Spot Model? Another, oh dear. Right, no, I'll just say that I've seen them somewhere.
Yeah.
I can't give you they were, I think they were about 15 quid. They're A3, and that's this company that does this, they do these cutting mats as well. They don't do many other tools that I can see, but it seems to be that what they do is very, very good.
I think it's a Korean company or so, yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Wait. Oh, a Chinese. I got the page on Skmate. It's Chinese. And they have only this, yeah, circular cutter and the blade nipper and a hand drill. They also produce.
Yeah. Yeah, but so I noticed there that Dr. Sprue says he's seen the reviews and they do look very cool. He does say a very tight fit and cuts on only one edge. I think that's what makes them different, that they only cut on one edge, not two. But I don't know. Well, I do know they cut on only one edge. That's a silly statement. I'm talking out my arse now.
Single blade nipper.
I think that's what makes the difference, apparently, because you've not got two equal forces pushing in towards
And
each
one
other.
side where you do the cut, so you have really a flush cut. You don't have two sides from where you cut. That sounds smart.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
one
somebody
blade.
made a good. That's a good idea for somebody. Right. These seats have got a bit of a mold edge all the way around, so they're going to need. Just going to show you. I don't know if you can see. Right on the very edge, you got to. Let me come in.
Yeah. No sanding, no popping out like Zurons.
There. You see it? Now, is it me or is that meant to be there like that? I don't think it is.
Oh, that I think you have to work a little bit on that area.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I think it goes all the way around.
Yeah, now it's not focused, but yeah.
It
Oh, that's a
doesn't feel as
bummer.
though it's piping or anything like that on the seat. Let me just get sharp blade and give it a gentle scrape and see. So there we go. Let's just very gently scrape that edge back.
Yeah, not too hard on it.
Yeah, you can see now I've scraped one side off. You can see the black edge where it
Yeah.
come on.
Out of focus again.
Come along. You know you want to.
Come on, camera. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good way of getting it to focus, actually. Come on. Oh, it's not going to work now. Oh, well.
Yeah.
You know, it amazes me. We've got, we're in the, 21st century, we're in the 21st, we're in the 22nd now. And we've got a space telescope that can see trillions of miles out into space, deep space.
Yeah.
We've got cameras that you can insert in any orifice going, and they'll take incredibly high definition pictures.
Right.
You know, all this technology, yet you cannot buy a webcam that will focus on that distance. You cannot get a webcam that will reliably, the minute you put something in front of it, snap. I mean, why can't NASA put their heads together and make a decent webcam?
I think they have much more, I don't know, different work to do than webcams. And if so, they would be expensive.
Well, yeah, but if you're running a, like, obviously I'm not, but if you're say you're doing commission work, or you're running you're doing a show and it's part of your livelihood, then
yeah, but they
wouldn't be an object, would it? To a certain degree, you would pay it.
Yeah, but they use different cameras for that. They have more professional cameras, I think, for live shows, like for TV.
Well, yeah.
I think so. I don't know. I never run a YouTube channel. It's the first time I appear on a live show, so
yeah, you've jumped in with both feet, haven't you?
Sorry, what?
You've really gone for it.
Yeah.
No messing about.
Yeah.
No. We'll dip me toe in, and we'll see. We'll see what the water's like.
No.
Chris goes balls to it. I'm going to appear on a show. Well done.
Try it out.
Yeah.
Try out new things.
That's it. That's exactly it.
That looks smooth.
So let's just catch up with the chat. So where do we get to? Dr. Sprue said very nice fit and cuts on only one edge.
Yeah, they're talking about the car.
Yeah, David Coate agrees. They do look sweet. Chris is saying, yeah, they do look nice. No sanding. I don't know what David's referring to there. Is he on about these new cutters that you don't have to sand?
So. The flush cut, and so you have too many sanding.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to admit, the piece I saw, the tests I saw, then yeah, they looked first rate. I mean, really first rate.
Yeah, and when it is something that I mean, time is you can't pay for time, and when you do have more time from this tool, then it's worth to buy it.
Well, and apparently they've got a lifetime guarantee as well. So
that sounds good.
David Coates saying they're worth the cost. I believe they are, yeah. And I don't think they're actually that expensive. I know when I saw them reviewed, they said they were going to be expensive. I was expecting something like 70 quid.
Like I said, 36 euros on eBay. So I don't know how much this is in British pounds, but it's less.
Yeah, Dr. Sprue has put, don't ever cut wire with them, though. Leave that to the Zurons. Well, I don't cut wire with my Zurons either. I did notice somebody the other day, I don't know whether it's somebody that's in this room, their wife or partner used their Zurons to cut some wire or something.
Oh, shit.
And totally trashed them. He put a picture on Facebook of the kink in the blade.
No.
I bet he was not a happy chap.
I don't think so. I wouldn't be.
Right.
I'm doing this.
This one's even worse. Bring that up a bit. I've got to say, when I was doing the Airfix live hangouts, it's been much more relaxed and a lot less stressful when you're just building.
Yeah, you have no commitment to talk. You just build. You don't have to come up with anything.
Yeah, we got that little bit of flash on the bottom there, so
Oh, I have to put on the light. It's getting darker in Germany.
there we go. There we go. That's
Oh, I hate it when the wheels are separated.
when the what?
When the wheels are separated, when you have to glue them from two parts together, then you have this awful seam, and you can't send it away, and then they look like shit. Sorry.
No, that's all right. I haven't got any flocking for these seats, but I have got the rubber black, so I think we will use some blue tack to adhere these to cocktail sticks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then maybe just a quick spray over in the booth. The booth.
Mm-hmm. This, and this. Yeah, I have to spray too, but I don't have to go to the booth.
Oh, you can spray there, can you?
Yeah, I do acrylics and
Yeah, this is acrylic. I don't think
so
no, it'd be too messy here because it's going to be rubber black as well.
yeah,
I do small pieces over here.
I mean when you can spray with something underneath it and then don't cover your whole surface in paint and the fumes are not too heavy, then it's okay.
So we're up to 13 viewers.
Ooh.
The chat seems to have slowed down now.
Yes.
There we go. Cocktail sticks in. So I'll just change the camera to the spray booth one. So where are we? There we go. Right, let me just double check what's coming along, and it seems most of this. So basically just a matte black on these seats. So I'm going to use, I think I'll use the Vallejo again.
We can see only your paint track.
Yeah, don't worry, it'll be moved in a second. Where is the primer gone? So let me just move that down. There we go. La, da, 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 da. Just going to run a little bit of thinner through it.
I have to prepare some parts, clean them, then I'm spraying too.
Little bit to thinner. Right. Well, I'm not going to turn the extractor on for this because it's just a little bit of Vallejo primer. Barely enough to... I don't know, out of all the primers, Vallejo smells the nicest. It's got like a floral smell to it. Well, I think it has.
I never sniffed on it. I don't really. Yeah, it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell chemically.
No, some of them are really quite foul.
Yeah.
Oh, I've run out of cotton buds. Well, that's really quite bad, actually. The last thing I'd done with this was a load of priming. And although I gave it a thorough clean with...
yeah. Primer, and then it can close.
Although I gave it a thorough clean with thinners afterwards, you can see how bad that's been left.
Oh.
I mean, that's dreadful.
If it's not focused.
It's not.
it's not focused and I can see it. So
Yeah,
it's
that is
a lot
bad.
thick and it's
There it is.
yeah. Oh,
I mean, there we go. That is horrendous.
yeah.
Now, this is one of those situations where I really should have checked the needle before I done it live. Because and trust me, you can actually see me cleaning out. So I think it was part 2 of the Airfix build. I finished priming and I cleaned it out. That was the process I'd done, just that left it like this. And I'm amazed that it's still that bad inside.
Yeah, primer can be a little bit bitchy.
I better check the nozzle as well. No, that's actually okay.
Just a needle.
Just the needle. Well, that's okay. I can pop that back in now. I really prefer painting by hand, but you just can't get the results that you get with an airbrush.
No, unfortunately not.
If you could, if there was a guaranteed way of getting airbrush results off of paintbrushing, I think I would probably stop airbrushing.
Oh, you wouldn't be the only one.
Right. So I only need... Now, the last time I really overdone this. I put way too much in.
Yeah, I refill the big bottles in a 70 ml bottle so I can better.
That's way too much power or pressure. Right, that's about 15. So let's see whether we can... Let me just see, that looks okay. A little bit in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do the other one. I just take my time. I mean, I could go over that very quickly, just turn it up and let it rip, but I'd rather put...
Oh, when you want to mask it up, you have to use a couple of layers and light layers, so it won't rip.
Checking there. Checking there. There we go. Right. Right, let's just give this a clean through. I'll use. Trying to use up some of this stuff that I don't use all the time to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got stuff sat on the shelf that I've bought and thought that's going to be great, and I've just never used it. And one of those is to me a thinner, I'm afraid. It just sits there. Where did I put the kitchen roll? Let me just scoot back here a sec. And I think 9:10. I'll just get this cleaned up and then come over and we'll probably close the live stream at that.
What's that squeaky sound?
Sorry?
That was a squeaky sound. I was asking what's that?
There we go. Back flush a little bit. Don't know what it is about these black primers that just, no matter how many times I clean, I always seem to be left with residue on the needle.
Yeah, I think this is this polyurethane stuff in it. But it's not just pure acrylic.
You don't get none of this with, you know, you use any of the Mr. Paint MRPs,
No.
lacquers.
Yeah.
They really clean super quick.
Really?
Yeah, because you just need to put like a little bit of cellulose thinner in and wash it round. And
because I was afraid that it is a pain in the ass to clean up this MRP stuff.
I think lacquers are easier to clean than acrylics.
Really? Oh, then that's this is a big point for me to go over to acrylic to lacquers.
Yeah, and I saw a shop. You know, we were talking the other night about Tamiya's new lacquer range, and I've seen a couple of the bottles they've got in some of the shops now, so they're starting to come through.
Yeah. Yeah, like we said, that you can't stock everything, especially all the new stuff. You can't stock it everything in a shop, in a small shop. That's not possible. Unfortunately, I hate to shop online.
Yeah. So anyway, it's 9:10. I think that's about good for tonight. Obviously, going forward, I do plan to improve the show in some way, but it's just generally gonna. I think generally it's going to be like this. Some weeks we might have more stuff in than others, but bare minimum, you're going to come in and it's going to be me and Chris, and hopefully some other people will start to join.
Yeah, hopefully, I hope too.
Yeah, and we'll be modeling and chatting. I hope that's what. I hope that's the sort of thing you like. So anyway, with that said, until next week, it's disconcerting watching yourself on YouTube because it's a bit laggy.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm about 3 minutes behind, and I keep glancing down.
No, I'm not that much.
Oh, that's it. I'm looking at I'm looking at the camera above the bench, and I've forgotten I actually.
Yeah.
I turned it over, didn't I?
You need a camera in your room.
I'm talking at that, you know, saying bye.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the feed, and it's showing the oh dear.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's all part of the fun in the show, in the live stream. It's all part of the fun.
We are not professionals.
No, definitely not. Definitely not professionals. No way are we
No.
No one can ever accuse us of that. But we have fun doing it, and that's the main thing, and that's what it's all about, fun. So anyway, now I'm looking at the right camera. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I hope you stick around with us as we go forward. And again, and bye for now. See you all next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Stop broadcast.